Hello, forecasts continue. Yesterday minus 21 degrees. Today minus 5. Even the weather's getting bipolar. Yeah, but Monday's vlog is now rendered. It's not uploaded yet. And yesterday I filmed one of the best rants I've ever done that I'm not going to release. By doing that I would only give ammo for people who don't deserve to be armed. It was basically just 10 minutes venting out frustration, and I'm not going to upload it. Remember a few videos ago when I was talking about finding same-minded people? Well, you can find same-minded people with same goals than what you have. But the means to achieve those goals and what are you willing to do in order to reach those goals, that depends. So yesterday I got called to work, so I spent my day there. When I got back home later in the evening, I read through my emails and other messages and I was just boiling. And I'm talking about one of the projects that I'm involved with. And I'm fully into it. I'm fully in the process and I've done my part, and even bit more than that. But in this case it takes at least two to tango, and if there's only one with the dancing shoes on, things won't get done. Things will stay incomplete. And it's funny how some people actually have this mindset that they want recognition. They want to see their name there and there and there. But then when you ask them what are they willing to do in order to achieve that? What are they willing to do to get there? In this case it seems as little as possible, preferably nothing. And then when you confront them about that situation, they're offering, instead of getting their hands dirty, they're offering money. How dumb must someone be to think that they can buy their way out from life? Well, obviously you can pay your way out of life. Just order a hitman and assign yourself as a target. But still, money helps things, yes. It makes things easier. But if you want to be recognized through what you do, it doesn't work that you pay a certain amount to someone who does everything for you, and then you want your name to be in the list of people involved. Not gonna work. So it seems that thing went, because I'm not going to carry the whole thing. Originally it was me and 5, then it was me and 4, then it was me and 2, and things were kind of rolling. But according to those messages I got, well, why don't you guys do it, but I want my name into the final product. No. You can keep it. I'm out of here. See ya! So that's that. And the electrician came today to take a look at that bathroom light. The whole thing is kaput, so we have to get a new one. And it'll be installed maybe day after tomorrow, I hope. But it wasn't the pipe, it wasn't the igniter, it was the whole thing that was busted. So that needs to be replaced. And then I was talking about, well, you don't know it yet because I haven't uploaded that Monday's video. But I've been working on that song that I talked about in that video. And the basic structure, basic song I already had. So I didn't have to start from scratch. I just went through my library of demos that I made, some raw demos. And just thought, okay, this might be good. But I have a little bit of a problem, because I would like to make this kind of a making of thing. How to make a song from scratch, because I don't have, for example, I only have the chorus what comes to lyrics. I don't have the verses yet, and so forth. And it would be nice to make this kind of a making of how to structure a song, how to build a song. But the problem is that I have no idea how to get the audio to those videos. None of my cameras have a line in, so I would have to do quite a lot of editing per video. And obviously I don't have near field monitors on my work desk at the moment. I only have headphones because there is no room for monitors or monitor speakers. I don't have room for them. So that doesn't make things any easier, but it would be nice to make. I have to find out how all those music YouTubers are doing things. Are they using a kind of an external recording device that captures both their mic audio and music into separate tracks, and then they just work things out during the edit? Or how does it go? Because I've done these kind of a short film things with separate audio devices, but those have been something like you hold a boom and there's a recorder with mics, something like Zoom or Tascam, and you're just picking up the sound right above people's heads, obviously without the mic getting into the frame. But what comes to this kind of a talking audio plus music audio that's coming from a computer, that's something I haven't done. I don't think so ever. Or maybe I have, but I forgot how to do it. But anyway, I have to see how to do that. And we're getting a bit more snow, because I actually had to force my way here. There's a staircase, but there's not a trail, so I had to push in through the snow. So, and as you can see, it's pretty white out here. And we're constantly getting more snow. And if I'm not wrong, there will be, well, today's Wednesday, so in total 3 days with medium to heavy snowing, or medium to heavy snow. I'm glad that I'm not a what's that thing that pushes snow away, snow plows. I'm glad that I'm not one of the drivers of those things, because I would have to work overtime if this keeps up. One more thing to add to the recognition thing. It is possible to buy recognition, but that goes out of the window the second you run out of money. Whereas earned recognition stays, no matter what you do. I really hope that the owner of this car doesn't need it anytime soon. Okay. When I was walking around not thinking anything particular, the term sensory overdrive came into mind. I do know that it's a Michael Monroe album, and sensory overload is a thing, and it's not a good thing. But if we just take the term sensory overdrive, what is that? What does it mean? Well, being a player, I used amps as a key for this when I was explaining it to myself while walking. If you overload a tube amp, valve amp, it'll break down because it's not built to take that load. Pun unintended. But if you overdrive it, that's where the good stuff lives. All those overtones ringing out in a single note. If you take away those overtones, all that's left is a sine wave. And if you don't know the difference between a sine wave and an overdriven guitar amp, you have some browsing to do. Let's apply that to life. if you overdrive your life in one way or another, so don't distort it, just overdrive it, you'll be able to experience those overtones, the full spectrum of them. But if you keep stripping things away from your life and abandoning things through the years, in the end you'll be left with a sine wave. And I'm not a physicist, so I'm not sure if I simplified the thought in the right way, but you understand the idea. And that's one of the things that you just walk and all of a sudden something comes. But what? Wait a second, what's that? And obviously if I'm thinking when I'm usually thinking in Finnish, obviously. In Finnish there are a lot of compound words that if you change the rhythm of those words, the meaning of it changes. So that, okay, so playing, solo word games while walking. Obviously, by the way, I should listen to that Michael Monroe album. I only know the name of it. And I have some kind of an idea who played in the band when he recorded it, because I have a Sam Jalfa's autobiography. I should probably listen to that album to see if there is any sensory overdrive in that. Jenna Marble's song comes into mind. I hate being a grown-up. Sending emails to people you know is one thing, but sending these official emails is a nightmare. Just how to word them, what words to use, and so forth, and all the attachments and all of the... I hate paperwork. But now I'm here, and that's that. I've been thinking about recording a new podcast episode. I tried podcasting last summer, and then I left it there. But I've decided that since I'm making videos in English, it would be kind of appropriate to make at least podcasts in Finnish, these kind of a semi-free-form podcasts. And if nobody listens to them, well, that's fine, but at least I could get some practice what comes to editing and processing the spoken word. Because it was a nightmare when I did those first... I think I've done 3 episodes so far, or 2. 2 or 3. It was a nightmare actually, and I was surprised. I thought that okay, I've been recording vocals for years, so how hard can it be to record spoken word? It was a bit harder than I thought. Both what comes to recording and the mic placement and editing, it was a completely different horse, of course. So I've been thinking about doing them, and it would be easy, kinda. Just put a zoom to this mic stand and just talk here, because you can use Zoom H1 that I have. You can also use it as an interface, so just hook that into a PC and then just talk. And that would be something to do, although I would have to script parts and partially script them, because otherwise I would be rambling. And that kind of works in video form, because you can see my facial expressions and all that kind of stuff. But you can't really do that with a podcast, because with a podcast it's all about your voice. It's all about what you're saying and how you're saying. So it's a bit different. So I would have to script them partially, just to prevent me from rambling on and on. So that would be something nice to do. I already have a few subjects that I would like to talk about, but they are very small, so I would have to expand those ideas a bit. Well, it's It's still a bit early, but I think I'm going to upload this and Monday's vlog already, because I don't think there's nothing going on today. It's just sending emails, replying to emails, and do some other stuff. And then I have to open my streaming PC. Sometimes when you start it, starts up nicely, purrs like a cat. Sometimes turn it on and it's a goddamn jet plane. So I think there's a fan that's partially stuck, I think, and those are the stock fans on that thing. Actually, I've replaced 2 or 3 of them, and there are 6 in total in their case. So I have to take that open to see which one of them is causing that noise, because I don't think it's a graphics card or a CPU cooler. It's one of those tower fans that's in there, and I think I have few extra ones. So if it's just a single fan, that's easy to replace. If it's something else, yeah. Because I don't have the money to replace anything right now. Really, I don't have the money for it. Even if it's just something like, you know, let's say a new mouse, it would still be kinda thing to replace, financially I mean. But it's only, what, 1 more week till payday, so waiting for it. But anyway, I think that's that for today. So see ya.